When I'm in someone's closed guard, the number one thing for me is posture, unless I'm intentionally doing some kind of burying pass. But even then, I still need control over my posture, which means I need my spine to be in line with itself. I don't want it curled in. I don't want to concede this position. So one thing is I'm making sure he can't establish grips. So any grip that comes on, we're going to 2-on-1 and rip off. And what happens a lot is we see people do that and then they let go of the arm. But if you get control over their hand, their grips become your grips, right? And this helps me keep my good, strong posture. And now it's hard for him to reach up to me. And we might not be able to keep that forever, but it's a good starting point. The other thing I want to make sure of here is that my elbows are not on the outside of his thighs. This is a great way for him to pull my arms in and start doing mean things to me. So my elbows come inside. I prefer having one hand in a rib cage and one hand in a hip. Totally fine to have both hands in the hips. This just makes it a little harder for him to sit up, and now my arm is locked out, which makes it quite strong from here. In a kneeling position to break this guard, I would put my outside leg into his tailbone and fan my other leg out, and that might break the guard. When we feel that guard break, right away we want to get to a place where it's hard for him to recover that guard. Something like a combat base or standing all the way up and passing from the outside is totally fine. Another great quick option here is when he gets that grip on my sleeve or my collar, I can break that, put it into his body, and with both hands now, I stiffen out with this, and he has no hook over here with his arm, so I can freely step up. And if he wants to continue holding on, we can just pick him up and start making a break for it from a standing pass. None of that happens without good posture, right? So in this position, I also want to tuck my tailbone underneath into a tilt here, and that helps me stay up, and he wants to pull me down, but we keep framing, we keep breaking guards until we can move forward with something.